Can't see squat in this fog.
We can't see them. They can't see us. Can't see squat in this fog.
We can't see them, they can't see us.
Hello YouTube, welcome back. This is me, Goblin G, and I've got a quick question for you. The question is, what do you do if you record half a series of Ghost Recon Original and then realise that you've actually forgotten to record your microphone? Well, the answer is, initially you have a bit of a strop. You sit down and say to yourself, I can't be asked for playing this through again, I'm not going to bother making the rest of the series, and you kind of, you have a bit of a sulk about it. You then reconsider that and you think, well, actually maybe I will play through it again. So you start playing through the series again, and you realise that it actually took you quite a while. You're playing on veteran, it's taken you quite a while to get through these missions anyway, so then you realise you've got the raw footage, so why not do voiceovers? Now, I don't want anyone to think that I'm going to turn my channel into a vlogging channel with gameplay in the background. I am going to continue as a gaming channel, and I am going to complete this series, but I'm not going to play through the missions again. So the missions which I've already recorded, I am going to do voiceovers on and talk about them, and also use that as an opportunity, because I recently did a thank you video, and I mentioned quite a few people in that, but there were people that I didn't mention, so I'm going to mention those in some of these videos, just to sort of show that I'm still thinking of you and I appreciate your help and your support. Now, on this video, what I've done is I've cut out a lot of the running around, which would normally be left in, because I'd be doing voiceovers, while doing live commentary, but because I'm not doing live commentary, I've cut quite a bit of the running about out, so you'll see it fading from one bit to another, and that is because of the editing, so I hope nobody minds about that. Yeah, I mean, I've been playing this game now for a while. I've been doing this series for a while, and the reason I haven't uploaded recently, as I say, is because I haven't recorded my mic, and I was feeling a bit annoyed with myself about it and decided not to do it. But then I realised that there are actually a few people that have been watching the series and hopefully enjoying it, judging by the comments. So I've decided to not just quit and stop. In this video we've got 3 islands to take and an enemy officer to capture. So you obviously see I keep bringing up the mission map and the order control, so I'm telling the guys where to go and what to do on that, and largely letting the AI do its thing, and then swapping between the teams as usual, as and when I think they can't be trusted to do something on their own. So yeah, that's the basic gist of what's going on here and why I'm talking funny. Now, I said that I wanted to give some mentions, so I'm going to say thank you to 2 people today. Firstly, there is Feeney, whose Twitter and YouTube will be mentioned below. Now, Feeney's a really nice guy. He plays some really cool games, and he's good to play with. A lot of what he does is sort of collaborations with other people. I played Battlefield 4 with him for the first time a few days ago, and had a really good time, really enjoyed it, and I just wanted to say thanks to that, because you know, he's kind of, I feel like I'm being a bit included by the community, which I haven't necessarily felt before, but being invited to go into games with people is good. I like playing with other people, you know, and I like the multiplayer games, so getting in there with him is cool. And also he uploaded a Skyrim video because I asked him to. He'd been doing a Skyrim series, and then he hadn't uploaded for like a month or something, and I was like, whoa, where's your video? So that happened fairly swiftly, so thank you for that, Feeney. His YouTube and Twitter are in the links below. Go and check him out, drop him a sub, give him a follow, and give him some comments. And the other guy is Alex Skinner, aka Gosport Gamer. He's been quite helpful to me recently through sort of talking on Twitter and communicating and watching my videos and, you know, giving a few comments and a few likes. So I wanted to say thank you to him, and I also wanted to say congratulations on your new job, mate. And although you were late on your second day, I hope that there's no stress involved with that, and I hope things go well for you. So yeah, good luck, mate, and congratulations. Well done. Getting back to the game, so we've captured the first island, which is our first objective, and we're now heading up. I'm sending Alpha up into a graveyard up at the top, a cemetery, and they're going to head down from the northwest into the second island. Bravo are heading from the southwest, Charlie are heading from the southwest up into the second island, and Bravo are heading back down to the south and heading east to cover the rear and prevent anybody from coming in on the from the third island and sneaking up behind us, which does happen. Now this map, you can see that the fog here is pretty heavy. It's very difficult to see your enemies on here, and if you are going to play this and play through, then you need to be aware of that. Night vision on this map is absolutely useless because everything just goes bright green where it reflects back off the fog, and your distance, your viewing distance to see your enemies, especially because of how well camouflaged they are against the backgrounds, is very difficult indeed. I mean, that guy snuck right up to us. He was so close, and that happens all the time. You know, you can be firing at a group of 3 or 4 people, and then somebody can come right up behind you through the bushes, and because of the fog you don't recognise it as a person. If it was a clear map, like on mission 1, you'd see those people in the bushes and you'd see them moving about. So this map, you're quite reliant on your red dot of doom down in the bottom centre, and you're reliant on that because if you don't use it, and you know, you will struggle on this. So if you do decide to have a crack at this, then just be aware that this mission in particular it's not an easy one. You've really got to be careful with that. I mean, you can see how many bodies are piling up there. There's quite a few of them. So Charlie are going to head through now. Down, I don't know if you saw there, but down in the south of that second island there was there's a building, and that's generally where this guy, who is the enemy officer that you've got to capture, he's normally in that area, but he can occasionally wander off and end up on one of the islands. So although he's not a primary objective, he's a secondary objective, or a bonus goal if you like. If you shoot him, you don't get your specialist. After this mission you don't get a new specialist. Now normally I head down to that house to capture him, but I have been in situations where he's been on one of the islands and he's inadvertently been shot during the firefight. It doesn't fail the mission, but it doesn't give you a perfect mission either, so be aware of that as well. I really love these bunkers in this because until you're right up close to them you can't really see them very well, and you can't see who's in them. Now you can see there's a guy there where I'm aiming, where I'm firing, there's a guy there, but the only reason that you can see him there is because of his muzzle flash. And again, I mean, that takes you back to the fog, and I really think that this map has been very well made, and the lighting in it, the fog in it, it's very kind of, you know, it's very sort of early morning winter, and I mean, the guys come in there through the fog. If they weren't moving, if they had just come into sight and started firing at us, if they'd seen us, we'd be screwed. I love this map, I really do like it. I'm not going to sort of elope with it and run off and get married, because my wife wouldn't be very happy about that, or she might be. But yeah, I do like this map, and all credit to the guys that designed it and made it. It's pretty cool. So what else have I got to tell you? I'm going to complete this series in the way that I'm doing on this video. Well, actually, you know, I've spoken to a few people, Old Flads and Dr. Derry and DB7 of 9, who's my brother, and we are potentially, well, hopefully going to do some multiplayer missions. So maybe some of the later missions, perhaps mission 10 and onwards, we might do as multiplayer, because you've still got the command map feature on there. You can still communicate and talk to one another, and we'll have voice comms. So I was thinking that maybe we would take maybe get sort of 5 or 6 of us and split it into 2 squads, and then I'd be the overall commander and give the orders as to where we're going to go. And I think that that could be a really nice way of sort of finishing up the last few maps, last few missions of this series. I think getting other people involved who have got the game is good, and if anybody else is sort of interested in maybe getting involved in doing one of those maps, if we can sort it out with timings and whatever, then that would be pretty cool. It's not something that I'm going to carry on with over a long period of time, but it is something that I want to do a few missions with some other people just to make it more interesting and add a little bit more to it. So that's the end of this mission. It's the end of this video. I appreciate your support and your time watching. Thanks very much, guys. Come back for the next one. Cheers, have lots of fun. Bye bye.